some of the issues that you young people are going through? What are some of the problems the young people your age face? And how old are you?
Well, I'm 8 and sometimes people bully, and like on the street yesterday I saw people doing like physical fighting.
You saw people fighting, young people?
Yes, they were from, they lied to my mother that they weren't from the school down the road. I feel bad because I know they're like my age.
I have 3 little brothers, and they fight sometimes over different opinions and other ways of doing things.
The children, they always get bullied. Some bigger children, they bully people because they want to get certain things from them, and they also steal things from people, like money, and sometimes they steal the books in high schools. They steal their books because they want the answers.
I'm 10 years old, and some of the problems we face today are peer pressure and bullying. People bully others because they want to gain control over them and feel more powerful than them and more important. To cope with being bullied, you can go to a responsible adult and ask them for advice.
Some of the problems that affect, people my age group are that they're being teased because they're not doing that well in school. Even though I'm not being teased, it makes me feel bad because it's just not right.
The teasing isn't right. How does the person that's being teased feel? How does this affect them when people pick on them because they are struggling in their learning?
They feel bad and sometimes they cry.
And what do you do to help?
I cheer them up.
How do you cheer them up?
I say you can always study hard and that will improve your grades.
Sexual abuse, mental, physical and sexual abuse by the adults, the older men abusing the younger men, and also verbally some of the women are abusing the younger ladies by the things that they say to them.
There are many kinds of abuse. There's physical abuse where somebody is hurting you physically. They're using their hands to beat you and hurt you, cut you. That's one kind. There's the mental abuse when they say things to you verbally that hurts you and puts you down, not encouraging you as a child and protecting you, like you're ugly like. Anybody ever heard somebody say that to them or to another child? Yeah. Have you heard somebody say you're ugly like? That's verbal abuse. Have you heard people talk to you and say negative things to put you down? Put your hands up. That's a kind of verbal abuse, and that is wrong.
This affects the young people because they are not able to look at themselves in a positive way, and so you find that they are discouraged and despondent.
Sexual abuse is when adults really take children into their cars and tell them, yo boy, man, I gotta give you some money, you know. And after that, you just see the car jumping, then it's jumping again. And then you just see the child come out crying and just saying, mommy.
Rape is when an adult has forced somebody to have sex with a young child. When they don't want to.
How we can avoid it is by if you're at home with an aunt or auntie or any relative, if a stranger comes at the gate or at the door, you call the relative or an adult and tell them.
We can avoid it by calling the police or the children's advocate, or if we see an adult that you know and you trust, you can tell them.
For me, the issue that I have a great concern about is the lack of values and attitudes being promoted in our children. And that is primarily because more of our parents are now hard at work, trying to earn a dollar. So not much time is being spent at home to nurture the children as it relates to these values and attitudes. So you find that our jobs here at school have become even more difficult because we not only have to focus now on the academics and seeing them through that way, but we have to spend a lot of time promoting values and attitudes which are just not there.
Well, sometimes my mother and my father, they fight and they shout at each other because sometimes my mother does something that my father doesn't like and she doesn't want to change it, and then my father starts threatening her.
If parents are having a fight, it's best that they don't do it in your company because it can have a negative effect on you and it might have a bad influence on you. So when you grow up, you might do that.
I agree with Nikolai because if the parents fight in your presence, you might be having it on your mind all the time. You can be having exams and your grades might drop because you're thinking about it all the time.
What is wrong with Jamaica?
Well, they need to stop using off the money, and they need, and for that they need to like grow more stuff and then sell them so that they can get more foreign exchange.
The crimes, they're too much. We should stop. And even when people are in prison, they're still doing the things that got them in prison, and it's not doing them any good. It's just making them stay for a longer time. And they should, when they get out of prison, they should say, hey, you know, and I don't like prison. This is the wrong thing to do. I shouldn't do it again.
There's too much pollution in the atmosphere, and they keep chopping down the trees, and they don't understand how good the trees are to us, and they help us with everything that we need. And for the pollution, they're always smoking, and they burn plastic and their garbage, and they don't understand that people they are asthmatic and they might get sick.
What is wrong with Jamaica? I think the crime and we're not getting along with each other. And I think we can all help that by getting along and cooperating. Others don't like to share, and people might try to take revenge and draw drastic actions because of it.
The problem is that we're not working together as a country, and we're in a poor state financially, and if we work together, we can get into a better state.
The thing that is wrong with Jamaica is the economy.
Yes. And what are we going to do to fix it? What do you think?
We should try and build other schools for people who don't.
Yeah, man, talk up, man. You're on the right track, darling.
Who don't learn anything.
Why exactly you see the need for persons or students to buy artwork?
Because it would look very, very good around the house, and like sometimes when you draw stuff, you can most times there's like something that stands out in it.
So you would want things to stand out in people's house, and you want that to be your artwork. All right, good idea. Why exactly would people want to buy your lemonade as a student? When will you find time to make this lemonade? And when will you find time to actually sell this lemonade at school?
I find time to make lemonade after school because I come from school early to go to my home early.
So who will you sell this lemonade to when you're at your house? When persons are at work and other people are at school?
No, because some people are walking to their destinies, and they might be too thirsty.
Destination.
All right, thank you, good idea.
They're going to their destination. Yes.
Thank you.
We get you.
Why would people need your service?
Because I see most students like that snack, and with permission, I could sell it to them.
With permission, you could sell it to them, but there's so many people selling coconut drops, really. It's going to be very competitive for you as a student to sell it and also to source the equipment. When will you find time to really make those coconut drops?
After school, when I finish all my work.
All right, thank you. It's a very tough decision to make. However, I would tend to go for the student with the artist. Okay, the artist. Congratulations. All right, the reason, congratulations, you can come forward. And congratulations, all of you. I really love the ideas. It was very innovative and creative of you all to come up with these very good ideas, given that it's only $1,000. But the reason why I selected her, the fact that she explained how exactly she saw there was a need for this artwork, and she's using skills that she already has to actually come up with a business. And she said how she would use the $1,000 to buy paper and pencils to draw this and offer a service where she sees the need for it.